How many of you guys prefer swing trading versus day trading? Honestly, like day trading is super cool, right? Being able to take advantage of an intraday opportunity, but swing trading, especially when it comes down to like putting money into quality companies that are unfortunately oversold due to either news or some form of negative catalyst and riding the recovery, is one of my favorite things to do. Because at the end of the day, like day trading is more of like, when the direction's in your favor and the momentum's there, like anyone can really do that. You just have to focus on position size, locking in profits, right? We did an amazing job with AMC, not only on my Webull account. I'll talk a little bit more about my day trades if you guys follow me on Instagram. I'm up over $22,000 on the day. A lot of that has to do with my AMC day trade. I trade with quite a bit of money, so take that into consideration. I don't really want to talk about my day trading too much. I want to talk about my freaking swing trade on pton. This is Peloton. Watch my video. I made a video about it, yesterday actually, and I simply talked about, hey, I have $10,000 in Peloton. It broke above the EMA line yesterday. I added another $10,000. I doubled down on my position. As it continued and continued, yesterday Peloton gained 10%, nearly 10% if I'm not mistaken. It's up another 5% today. I am not like this in the sense that like I never buy the dip perfectly. You guys have seen this firsthand if you've watched my videos for some time. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want you to know that you're not alone. How many times do you guys feel like when you buy the dip it continues to sell off, or when you sell it continues to rally? Literally, it's my life. But that has encouraged me and empowered me to be a trader that's more selective. Be a trader that watches their position size when they do buy the dip, to buy it lightly. Or to always focus on not being afraid to lock in profits even if the stock does continue to rally. It has allowed me and empowered me to be more critical rather than more free with my trades. I bought the dip with $10,000. I intended to go into Peloton with $100,000 like I normally do, right? I made a video about it. It pushed above. I want to show you this. This is PTON. This is my total account. So this is $22,400 today. This is my PTON position. I understand, right? I mean, if you guys watched the video yesterday, I literally just had $20,000 in PTON. As it continued and continued, right? Let's keep it super short and sweet. As the direction and as something is making you money and the direction is in your favor, it makes sense on why you want to add more, right, to something that's making you more money. I have my cap at $100,000, but this is $103,000 market most recent value, including my profits. I made $7,800. I sold it. I wanted to show you this already. I bought a little bit more today. So these are my buy orders for AMC. So AMC at 49, 49.20, 49.13, 49.24. Again, I buy quite a bit in a very aggressive amount. 1,000 shares, 500 shares, 2,500 shares, 2,000 shares. And then I bought more Peloton. I bought more Peloton at 108, 200 shares. That's about $20,000, right? A little bit over $20,000. I bought more AMC. So I had about 9,000 shares of AMC. Again, fast forward, I was actually only up 15K. AMC broke out. It broke above $50 a share. We've been talking about it. That's more of a day trade. I don't really want to talk about it. I am so in awe of my swing trade. It was just such a beautiful swing trade. When it began to indicate signs of an uptrend, I stepped on the freaking gas. I was not afraid to add more to my position size. And guess what, right? I bought more AMC, $50 a share. When it broke above $50, I bought 500 more. And then look at this. I sold 600 shares out of my 910 shares. So I sold about 65% of my position of Peloton at 114.20. Again, I don't ever do this, right? 114.20. Overall highs are 114.32. I don't, and when I originally bought, right, if you guys watched the video that I shared yesterday, when I originally bought Peloton, I bought Peloton at $97 after market hours, the day before it gapped up with $10,000. That was like, I mean, the lowest is around 95, 91, so about $96. That's an amazing entry. Yeah, it's only 10% position, but that's an amazing entry. That is like a huge pat in the back for me. That's what I'm so excited about. It then began to indicate signs of an uptrend. It broke above $100 a share. I doubled down on it, another $10,000. It broke above 105. I added another $20,000. So again, doubled on the double, so $40,000. It continued and continued. By the end of the day, I had $70,000 invested into PTON. I had total market value $70,000. Today, as soon as the market opened, right, at 108, I added another 200 shares. You guys saw that. I locked in profits at 114. I reduced my position size. Why? I want you guys to know, right? First off, this went better than my best case scenario. It never plays out this way. I'm not going to pretend like it does. I don't ever buy the dip on something and then it just recovers right away. Peloton has been selling off due to unfortunate news due to its earnings. It's been consistently making lower highs and lower lows. It finally broke, I bought the dip with a light position. It broke above the EMA line. I then added more. I stepped on the gas when the direction was in my favor. That's what I had a reason behind what it was that I was doing. That's what I want you guys to know. I didn't buy more as it was selling off. I bought the dip because I wanted some skin in the game because I liked it at that price because it recently sold off. The opportunity was there. I added more because it began to indicate signs of recovery. And then as it continued to make higher highs, I stepped on the gas. As we approached this SMA line, looking at previous, either support levels or previous resistance levels at the SMA line, it pushed up so much. Look at the RSI, look at the MACD. Again, indicators are to be used as a reference, never as a sole reason on why you make a trade decision. But if we gap up in 2 days over 15%, look at this. This is not normal. Hopefully it lets me do this. Let's see, yeah. From overall lows to overall highs, 18%. You guys saw that my average was like 8%, right? And the reason it's like 8% is because I averaged up into it. So it changes my average purchase price and I added majority of it as it indicates signs of an uptrend. So yeah, I could have bought the dip better. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to pretend like I'm a perfect trader. And that's the whole point of this video. I'm not here to pretend about that, right? You guys saw my day trades on AMC. Bought, right? Bought heavy. And then I was not afraid to sell. I buy in small increments. I buy and I average up as it's indicating signs of an uptrend in small increments. But I sell in chunks. I do not care. 2,500 shares. Boom. $50.91. 3,000 shares. $51.16. And yeah, AMC is trading at 51 right now. It's not bad. I did the same thing with my Webull account, right? It's like I do not care anymore to miss out on anything. I'm not here to pretend that I have perfect entries, I have perfect exits. No. This is why I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for how PTO1 played out. I'm realistic with the idea that you need to understand oversold and overbought levels. You need to understand what to day trade and what to swing trade. What meets your criteria for a day trade, what meets your criteria for a swing trade, and most importantly, position size, averaging up, and knowing when to lock in profits or cut losses. Hold yourself accountable. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And that's what I want to leave you guys with. I wanted to share my successful swing trade. That's a glorified swing trade. It's one of my best swing trades probably ever because they don't ever play out this way. And I want you guys to know that. You should never be afraid to lock in profits. And that's why I sold the majority of my position up here to anticipate a pullback. Because if it does pull on back after gapping up 18% in 2 days, you think I'm going to be surprised if it pulls back 5 or 10%? No. It's common sense. Yeah, it can shoot up. But guess what? I already outperformed what I thought I was going to do in the next 2 to 3 days. I had an expectation. I exceeded that. I don't want to be greedy. I lock in profits. I reduce position size. So if it does pull on back, then guess what? The only people that freak out when the market pulls back or when a stock pulls back are those that were not prepared. Don't be one of those people. You can say whatever it is that you want in the comment section. Hold because of whatever. Hold because of, this and this. Everyone has an excuse for what it is that they do. I'm not here to convince you. All I'm here to ask you is how many times have you been caught at the very top? You don't lock in profits, the stock pulls back, and all you want is for it to go back to that price point so you can lock in profits at what it was before. But it's because you got greedy. You knew you should have sold there, but you didn't. Why? Because you were hoping for more. Hope is one of the worst mindsets to have in this market. Hope does not make you money in this market. Action does. Having a reason behind what you do. So I'm going to leave you with this last message. Don't do it for me, right? Don't do it for other people. Make sure that your actions today or what you hold back from doing today are something your future self will thank you for. Think about yourself as a trader 1 year from now, 5 years from now. They're a more elite version of you, right? What would they encourage you to do? Based off of your trading experience, when you've gone from green to red or from red to green, right? The good and the bad, as we're at these overbought levels, yeah, if it does break out, you're right, you might miss out on a little bit of money. Or if you reduce your position size, you're right, you might miss out on a little bit of money. But guess what? I'm not here to predict the future. I'm here to prepare for it. And I would rather be someone, 100% of the time, I would rather be someone that locks in profits early than someone that regrets not selling and goes from green to red. The only way that you're going to get to the point 1 to 5 years from now as a trader is if you make sure that your actions today don't discourage your future self. That's what I'm going to leave you with. I appreciate you guys' time. I'm so fortunate to be able to trade in a market where we're able to take action based off of what we see value in and the opportunities that we choose to take advantage of, both day trade and swing trades. There are so many different ways on how to approach the stock market. Don't ever think that there's one way to do so. The way that I do it is not going to be the best for all of you. But if you guys like the way that I trade and you would like to work with me on a closer basis, I have a free Facebook group. It's the first link down below. But also, I trade live every single day before you even choose to sign up, right? I have a live trading session from today, right? Today's live trading session. I want you to see what it's like. I want you to see the environment. I want you to ask yourself, is this something that I want to experience every single day? I'm going to put that as the first link in the description. If you like what it is that you see, it's just a raw live trading session for 30 minutes. We talk about my trade. I take a couple of trades. You see it in real time. And then I give some final notes at the end. If you like what it is that you see, I have a coupon code right below. It's $40 off the Learn Plan Profit course. It's a one-time payment. You get lifetime access, daily live trading sessions every single day, and the A to Z video lesson library. It's that simple. Everything is down in the description. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to message me via Instagram. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.